Hey Ezra. Okay, so for this video, my voice is gonna sound really funny because just recently started coughing a lot, and I've been fine for most of the night, and I'm also recovering from a cold. I also can't speak apparently. All right. Also, I'm very sorry this video was a little bit late. I was chaperoning a field trip for 55th graders. Say that 10 times fast. And I was doing that for 4 days. I can't remember if I said that or not. And it just kind of knocked me out because they were doing hiking every day. And I was on top of that I was sick, so I just kind of passed out the next few days. Not literally, just Alright. I also had to watch your video like 4 or 5 times just to like process everything that you said so I can like actually take down notes. So I have like a little note card that I wrote on. Just like some thoughts that I could like bring up. Yeah, let me shut that off. There we go. So I really liked your point, when you said, just like kept saying over and over again, everyone has sex, just like everyone poops. And that kind of reminded me, because I think there's a children's book out there that, is called Everyone Poops or something like that, and I was just like, they need a book that says everyone has sex, and maybe they can start, like, someone needs to write this book, somehow, sometime, hopefully soon, and then maybe the stigma on sex can like start making its way out of society, like so we can have these open discussions kind of like we're having. And like I know kids are probably gonna ask about sex anyway just because it's probably hopefully not a relevant thing in their life, but like they're discovering their bodies, they're discovering like what they can do, what they're capable of, I guess, probably what they saw on TV, because it's stigmatized, but it's what do you want to call it? It's not patronized, it's something, it's a word like that. It's kind of like a Miss America pageant. Like, it's paraded around, it's used everywhere. Like in advertising, in movies, especially movie trailers, because that's like a really big thing, like how, oh my god. Like, especially in movie trailers, because that's what gets, people like you and me and everyone interested in seeing this movie. We probably, I was kind of having this discussion with family about movie trailers and like hunky guys and whatever. So like there was this one movie with Johnny Depp in it or something. It was The Lone Rider, and I think it either is coming out sometime soon or it has come out already. And I was talking with my cousin and my uncle and probably everyone that was there, but they were like the two primary people that were having this conversation. So my cousin was saying, yeah, I'll probably go see it because Johnny Depp is in that movie, but she doesn't know what Lone Ranger is about, but she's still gonna go pay $10 to $15, whatever a movie ticket costs, to go and see Johnny Depp in this movie because he's this really well-known guy. He's, depending on the costume and the makeup he has, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel that he's that good looking outside of his film life. That's me personally. But, some people probably do. I think I know a few people that think he's quite attractive. But they're going to go see that movie because he's in it. Whether that's because he's a great actor, because he's hot. Probably not because they're familiar with the original show, The Lone Ranger. Like my dad and my uncles are, I think. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. So, like I said, maybe we need this book, Everyone Has Sex. Just so, like, if we see the sex scene in a movie trailer, in a book, it's not going to be a shocking thing like, oh my god, they're having sex. They're, oh my gosh, I don't, like, it's not going to be this weird, it's not going to be this weird thing that we feel like is not out of reach, but like fantasized. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. It's fantasized. It looks better than it is. Yeah, it looks better. It feels nice, but I'm sure the people in the movies are having a lovely time as well. But I think their scene looks a lot prettier than what the average person's sex scene would look like. um, and then we were also kind of talking about like how, what the heck? Did I just pull out like 10 or whatever eyebrows? Am I dying? Do I have cancer? Oh my god, that's not cool. And they keep coming out. I'm dying, Ezra. This isn't cool. Anyway, back to our sex talk. If we make these discussions a little more public, what else about sex and sexuality and gender can we bring up openly? Like, I don't know. Coming out, like if you're gay or lesbian or bisexual like I am, or transgender, it's a difficult thing because for whatever reason, there are still several parents out there that they feel like it's wrong, that it's a phase or something like that. So maybe it would open the door, having an open discussion would open the door to more acceptance, more understanding about why their child is the way they are, or something like that. And then that their child can understand also why they are the way they are, and that it's not weird that they're gay or bisexual or into weird shit like you said, or or yeah, just know that they're normal. They're not the only one in their own position. This is an awful thing, Ezra. It shouldn't be this stigmatized, and I think our discussion has like really helped me realize just how stigmatized it is. Like, I think I knew it was, even though I didn't have those exact words to put with it. But yeah, it's more damaging than I thought. So my question for you kind of is like, how open can we be with the people in our lives about these things? Because like as you get older, it gets weirder, and I don't know if that's because I'm just like jumping around so much. I'm sorry. I don't know if it gets weirder to talk about because we're not getting on the same level as our parents, but in a way becoming closer to their level in a way that we weren't when we were 5 or 10 or 18 even. So I don't know if it's that or if it's a stigma or what. But like how do you think we could open up that conversation to our families? Like, this is a really huge question, and I'm sure it's going to take a while for anyone to solve. But like, when and how is it acceptable to bring up that your gender, your sexual identity, that you're even having sex at all? Do you need to tell them this? Like, that's what I'm kind of struggling with as far as sexual identity. I don't feel like I need to tell my parents because Like, I'm still attracted to guys, it's just that I'm also attracted to women. I don't know if I need to tell my family that, because I don't feel like it's that big of a change. It's not a change at all, really. I mean, it's putting a label on me is what it is. I don't know if I need to tell someone, and I've kind of been going, Jack knows. So, like, I've been kind of going back and forth, and he's like, you need to tell them, and I'm like, I don't know if I need to. Do I need to? I don't know. So, that's kind of what I thought about while watching your video for the 4th or 5th or 6th time. So, there we go. You may discuss it as you will. I should think about getting to bed pretty soon because I kind of have a big day tomorrow, and I'm also talking a lot. Oh my god, this is almost 11 minutes. So tomorrow I start my job, so I'm going to be gardening at St. Kate's, and I also start class. I'm doing lifespan psychology, so there might be some psychological speak this summer, or for the next month and a half or so, while I'm doing this class. Yeah, I think I'm actually kind of excited. I read the first chapter and took notes tonight, so I should show you all the index cards I wrote, because I'm kind of proud of all that work. Almost got them all. Look how many there are! Look at that, I did so much work today. I spent hours. I'm losing my voice gradually, and it's starting to crack a lot. Okay. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing for almost the rest of the summer. So there'll be lots of that. But yeah, I can't wait to see your response video, because I'd like to continue the sex talk, or if you're really getting sick of it, which would be fine. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm anticipating one of us getting sick of it anytime soon, because, like, we're young and it's kind of relevant in our lives, so maybe it's something we need to talk about. That was really scary eyes for that. I apologize. We need to talk about it. No, we don't need to. Maybe we should, but we don't have to. I'm tired. I'm babbling. I am going to pack up my things, my homework things, and then I'm going to read. Here's what I'm reading, since you kind of brought up this whole, it's all your fault, you brought up this conversation by mentioning cunt in the vagina monologues, which I still want to borrow if you have them. But I'm reading Memoirs of a Geisha, and this is backwards. I just realized. Okay. But anyway, that's what I'm reading, and I love the cover of this, by the way. I'm like, what am I? I'm almost 140 pages in, and it's really good. And I'm still kind of, it's kind of changing my image of what a geisha is. Geisha? I think it's geisha. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, like, I don't know. I think, I confused geisha with a concubine, and I still don't know if I'm confused or what. Because it seems like they're doing, the girl, her name is Chio, she's recently, been allowed to continue her studies to, become a geisha after running away. Spoiler! But I'm trying to, I thought it was more related to sex than it isn't so far. Like, I thought she'd be sleeping with men all the time, but so far she's, like, learning how to dance, and she's supposedly going to learn how to sing and play this instrument called a shamisen. I'm terrible at Japanese. But, I still have quite a ways to go. Like, I have that much of the book left. So it could change drastically. I could be proven right, I could be wrong. But if you know anything about geishas, I could also Google this. But if you know anything, and would like to share your wisdom with me and with the world, excuse me, I'd appreciate it. And then maybe it would like enlighten my reading a little bit. But yeah, if you want a good read, definitely read Memoirs of a Geisha. That's my plug for the night. So, good night, Ezra. This is almost 15 and a half minutes. So I will stop and I will go to sleep. I've said that like 4 times. Bye.